Have you ever considered how a safety inspection can save you money, build confidence in a safe work environment, and improve operational efficiency? Let's dig into the answers in the case of our client, Evraz Oregon Steel Mills, the only steel sheet mill west of the Rockies. The company has a huge warehouse footprint. Just look at the map. And it needed a racking system safety inspection on all of its warehouses. Why do companies need a safety inspection? First, because of social responsibility.
It's always been a great company. They care about their employees, and they definitely care about our safety. There's no question that from the top down, everybody will do whatever it takes to make good safety decisions.
Second, because of the OSHA inspection and possible penalties. Pallet rack violations are a common citation during OSHA inspections. Look at this table. Here, you can see the maximum penalty amounts with the annual adjustment for inflation that may be assessed after January 15, 2024. The sums are significant. The reputational losses can be even higher, and people's lives come first. Thus, to prevent accidents due to faulty racks, Evraz management called us and ordered a safety inspection.
And that's actually how we ended up in this process. Is we had somebody that on one of the top rows, somehow he got in the wrong position and pulled the racking apart as he was trying to get this piece, and it came crashing down and knocked a bunch of stuff down. So we immediately stopped work, looked at alternatives to how we could have done the job differently and not had that accident or near miss, because nobody got hurt. But we determined that we needed to get professionals in here, which is how we ended up hooking up with Speedrack West.
That's right. They contacted us about a safety inspection for their Oregon warehouse, and after we did a review and a walkthrough with them, they were extremely happy with the information we provided, and we decided to do an advanced inspection that has full details. And as a result, we signed a contract to replace all damaged materials in their storage areas and successfully finished it. The company got a replacement plus extra services such as a future inspection or an annual inspection.
How is a safety inspection conducted? Speaking candidly. This was the big piece of the inspection, and it lasted 4 days. Two of our managers, Greg and Ron, checked the entire racking system part by part.
It was necessary to do it because some of the racks were in very urgent condition, so we came and assessed absolutely every rack in all areas.
Here in the pics, you can see the racks in progress of inspection. You can catch 3 colors of labels on the racks. The green color means that everything is well, the racks are safe, and the company can utilize them without restrictions. Yellow is a risky color, and it says to us that racks should not be overloaded, and you have to watch out for them permanently. Red is dangerous and signals to us racks should be replaced immediately. Is there a special regulation? Therein lies the rub. The Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, OSH Act, was passed to prevent workers from being killed or seriously harmed at work. Look at the table. The rate of warehouse industry injuries is typically higher than the national average across all industries. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, in 2022, 276,300 injuries and illnesses were reported in the transportation and warehouse sectors.
So this law created the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, also known as OSHA, which sets and enforces protective workplace safety and health standards. Thus, OSHA requires employers to provide a safe workplace, and that's why OSHA comes to your warehouse. However, you should know that there is regulations by the American National Standards Institute, also known as ANSI. This is a standard MH161-2023. These ANSI racking standards lay out how pallet racks should be designed, tested, and used. Ultimately, we check the pallet racking systems in 5 directions using a visual guide. There was an inspection of columns, anchor plates, struts, beams, and frames. And of course, our safety inspection did not distract the workers from the day-to-day process. They operated the forklift and performed all the necessary activities.
Finally, we did it. We replaced all the racks with red tags and added new ones. Some of them are now at higher capacity. Besides inspecting the racks, we replanned the inventory. The main logic we followed was that instead of increasing the load capacity of the racks, we sorted the stocks according to the rack load. We worked in two teams, ours and the customers.
In the old warehouse, I took photographs of every rack and what was on all the shelves so that I would have a visual representation of what was there before we started and how was it laid out. Okay, so then I would have my helper unload that shelf, everything, all the shelves, unload the old rack. And then I would have the installer, who was also doing the demo, they would come in and they would remove the old racks, put in the new racks, and then tell me so that I could grab my helper and have him reload the racks. And if I knew that where we were going next, which I controlled that anyway, then I would have my helper unloading those racks so that the contractor, the shelf guy, could finish putting this one together, leave, and go start taking the other one, the next one, apart while I'm reloading the one that they just finished. And then this wasn't like, if it was all in one warehouse like this, that would have been great. But we actually, I think, had at least five different warehouses that we were doing that same kind of work. So there were days where they went to 3 warehouses, right? They would go build 2 racks here, I'd be reloading them, they'd go to the next warehouse and be demoing and building those. And so it wasn't just bouncing around in one building, it was bouncing around between buildings. And that's, again, what impressed me about the installers, is they were just happy as clams to do that. They never once were like going, God, this is crazy, because it was, I mean, and they just stuck to it and did a great job. Every data point was met. I mean, every clip, every bolt, every nut are all there. There's no leftover parts.
Thus, our work was so exemplary that we were recommended for work at other company sites. We currently cooperate with more than 12 Evraz warehouses, and we're looking forward to great work. Nothing can stop us from making warehouse space safe. No farewells. See you soon. We'll tell you something new and useful. Yours, Speedrack West.